so much for tuning in this month. I'm Jennifer French, the owner of the Yoga Sanctuary, and we are here with Jim Cupo, one of our teachers here at the Yoga Sanctuary. Many of you know him as Jimmy, and Jimmy teaches our Thursday evening, 5:30 p.m. mixed level class. So we're here to chat a little bit about some of the trainings that he's recently done and some of the teaching that he does outside of the Yoga Sanctuary, which you might not all be familiar with. So recently, and not too long ago, I think it's been about a month or maybe 2 months?
About a month.
About a month ago?
A little more than a month.
Okay, Jim took a training with Annie Okerlin, who is the founder of the Exalted Warrior Foundation. And he took it was a full weekend training.
It was a full 15-hour, started Friday evening, one class, and then it went 2 sessions on Saturday and 2 sessions on Sunday as well.
Excellent, great. Can you tell us a little bit about what the training was for, essentially?
It was for wounded warriors, not only men, but soldiers that have been in Afghanistan or Iraq, just coming back with trauma-based injuries, some of them amputees, some TBI, traumatic brain injury, coming back with residual limbs, just all different PTSD problems, just anything that warriors can come back to the homeland that they have suffered from being away in different parts of the world, getting involved with things that happen in battle. So, and Annie's, she mainly teaches in the Tampa, Florida VA hospital. So.
Great. So it was a training to really give you the tools to work with this population.
I've learned a lot. I wasn't prepared to what I was about to get involved in. I just thought it was going to be, just a lot of teachers getting together and talking about different things, and just learn some things along the way. But it was a really in-depth training course. It was just how to deal with multiple problems that different men that might show up in a class might have. So being able to come out of a more traditional yoga class and adapting to a class like that. Maybe one person has a residual limb, somebody else is suffering with a TBI injury, just how to incorporate all of that into one class and how to be able to just turn off from a traditional class and how to start moving in a class more in that direction.
Great.
So.
Good. So I'm sure helpful even in the general classes, as we have plenty of folks that come to us with traumatic brain injury, with post-traumatic stress, and being able to incorporate that. So we are looking hopefully to incorporate that into our offerings specifically for veterans and active service.
Especially in our community, being in Florida, a lot of veterans come to live here, because of the nice weather that we have.
Absolutely, absolutely.
They are here, they're here.
No doubt. So keep your eyes open. That's on our list of things that we'd love to be able to offer. But one of the other things that Jim does, and I'm sure this training has been effective in your approach to this, is Jim goes to the Desoto Correctional Facility and leads classes there in our name. You do that once a month.
Once a month.
Two classes.
Two classes
once a month.
per day.
How did this training help you in any way when dealing with these fellows?
When I first got involved with the prison project, it was about 2 weeks after I graduated from my teacher's training course. So things kind of happened like really fast. So I wasn't totally prepared for it, but it got me up off my mat from a traditional type class. So I was able to move about more, moving throughout the prisoners, and just like really looking at people now instead of just kind of like staring towards the back of the room or whatever. Just like really being able to see different body types and body positions and start focusing on body alignment and, again, in an atmosphere like that, there's all different situations going on. Such a stressful environment, so it's very difficult for them to relax. So we'll just do some simple postures, centering to begin the class, and then we'll move into the postures, and then we'll just kind of start looking to wind down towards the end of the class. And but the busyness of the prison, there's always things going on, so it's very difficult to find that. There's never really silence in the prison, but just always just trying to look for that. And we talk to the prisoners. There's not much that we can do about it, but we just tell them that we try to welcome the outside sounds, or sometimes we'll be in a nice restorative posture, or maybe we're lying on our back with our eyes closed, and then all of a sudden you'll hear something comes over the PA system, and it just kind of wakes everybody up. So it's just something that we're not going to be able to get away from. So we just have to figure out how to incorporate that into our class somehow. And,
sounds like it's almost an extreme of what we all deal with, right? But an extreme measure of that, and how we can use our yoga practice to help quiet thoughts, quiet distractions, and just giving these fellows some tools as well to help grow.
And that's all I can do. I'm only there for an hour each class, so I try my best to pull them out of a prison environment and just give them something else to focus on for an hour. And just try to bring some calmness to them, some type of relaxation, and something that they can take back to their rooms with them, something that they can practice on their own, something that's not too elaborate, just easy postures and just things that they can work with.
That's awesome. I thank you for doing that, to really expanding what yoga has to offer in so many different ways. And
Absolutely.
For those of you that didn't know that this is part of what Jim does for the Yoga Sanctuary, for the yoga practice as a whole, now you know a little bit more about him. And again, he's here every Thursday, 5:30 p.m. mixed level class, right?
Yes.
And I hear that you'll get quite the challenge there. So showing
Looking
Jim as you can. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jennifer.
Appreciate
Thank you
your
very
time.
much.